Dana White officially announced Jon Jones has vacated the heavyweight title and has retired from the sport. Tom Aspinall is now the UFC's undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Following UFC Baku last Saturday, when asked about the situation, Dana White told reporters, "Jon Jones called us last night and retired. Jon Jones is officially retired. Tom Aspinall is the heavyweight champion of the UFC." Tom Aspinall released a video responding to the Jones retirement.
Right everyone, the news has broken. I'm sure everybody's seen it. UFC undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Moving forward, very, very important to me just that I acknowledge everybody quickly who has supported me in this, I'm not going to say it was a tough time, but a bit of a challenging time over like the last kind of 10, 11 months that I have been inactive due to no fault of my own. But luckily, that is all behind us now. Massively appreciate the support from everybody. Massively appreciate the support going forward. I am going to keep this thing as active as possible. I want to be the best heavyweight ever to walk the face of the earth. I'm going to defend this thing as many times as I possibly can. I'm going to keep you guys entertained. I'm going to really give back to everybody who has shown me support over the last year, over the last 5 years, over the last 10 years. Really appreciate the support and love from everybody, and we're going to see an active, defending UFC heavyweight undisputed champion going forward. Thank you guys, and I'll speak to you soon.
Okay, big promises there for Tom Aspinall. We've got some avid Jon Jones fans and Tom Aspinall fans on the panel, so we're going to be getting some serious takes from from these guys. Let me come to you first. Crossover, as we heard there, JBJ, Johnny Bones, has retired. We got it through a press conference from Azerbaijan on the last card. How did you feel about the way the retirement was presented to us? From a legend like Jon Jones and what he's done for the sport.
I got you, Cross. I got you, bro.
I'm fighting for my life over here tonight.
Yeah, let's go.
I was wondering when it was going to get used. I was wondering. But I mean, for me, I kind of just look at Jon Jones's entire career. And if we think about it, none of it has gone to plan. There's been a turn, all kinds of turns throughout his career. And when you look at the totality of it, it kind of makes sense. Like, he doesn't do what everybody expects you should do. He's not going to go out like how everybody thinks he should go out. Like, that's just how his career has been. It's been a lot of just a lot of uncertainty, a lot of moving parts. And at the end of the day, man, the guy moves to the beat of his own drum. So I can't really say we're surprised about it, but at the same time, I hate we're missing out on the Jones Aspinall fight.
I'll say this, man. You and Making the Walk, Kitchen Jacks, you guys really break it down well on Crosswalk the other day.
Yeah.
You guys, like
Appreciate
breaking down like his
it,
whole
brother.
career. You guys went through it painstakingly. So terrible takes, but it was accurate. Terrible takes.
I was wondering when you was going to say something. I was wondering.
You went through his entire career painstakingly so.
Terrible takes.
McDade, I mean, Tom Aspinall said some serious words when this whole fight was supposed to have been put together, and he said he was going to retire Jon Jones without fighting him. I proclaimed him the undisputed heavyweight champion with a public apology at the time. And I said, at the end of the day, the way he's moving and defending interim titles for me but that doesn't take away Jon Jones's goatness. But for me, I put him undisputed at that time and still is. And now, why did it take so long for all of this to go down like this? And what do you think is done for Aspinall's career?
Only John, Dana, the rest of the brass, and potentially Tom know why it's taken so long. You know what I mean? It seems like they've been going back and forth for quite a while. He was offered the money that he wanted. The fight seemed like it was going to be happening. Then he was away in Thailand doing whatever he was doing. Now he's got court cases come up against him again. And I don't know, man. I honestly, I said a little while ago, it was kind of getting to the point where it was like talking about that certain Irishman where it was like, I'm fed up of this conversation now. But who knows what happened, dude? Why did he take that long to say, right, I'm stepping away, I'm doing this? And why did it look like he was going to take the fight and not? Did he just want to hold the title for a little bit longer, just to be like, yeah, I was the heavyweight champ for so long? Who knows? Yeah,
You also have to go back to when he said, when he originally decided to step away from the light heavyweight division, that he was going to take some time off to get up to size, and then when he fought for that title, he would be an active champion, and he was the furthest thing from it. So to respond to like Lord of the Pies, like, it's not that we want him to sacrifice. We want him to stay true to what he said he was going to do. We want him to pay up to the heavyweight division, to the UFC, to the fans. Like, everyone just feels ripped off. It's like, why the fuck did you make us wait for so long before you paid up?
I mean, yo,
if you were going to bounce out after the Stipe fight, retire then and there.
Yeah, a lot of people think, Jon Jones has shortchanged them. I don't know if people are talking about the Francis Ngannou situation. We feel like we missed something from that fight. That ultimately kind of cost Francis Ngannou his UFC career as well. If we're going to tell the truth, ultimately it cost him his career and he had to leave the UFC. But do you feel shortchanged by Jones, or do you think, you know what, he's done enough for the sport, especially his light heavyweight run and what he did at light heavyweight, making maybe a separation for his heavyweight run, because that really, when you look at it, it doesn't even like start to count, in my opinion. What's your take on all that?
I think time is one of those that will not remember this as negatively as we feel it right now, but will not be remembered as fondly. In the next 3-4 years, it means there was maybe 7 to 10 months where he didn't fight Tom Aspinall, and then he didn't get to fight Francis Ngannou. So to the shortchanging, yes, I think we were shortchanged at the end of his career. But if we look at how much he did give us through his career, the legends that he defeated, just his entire body of work, when we look at this in 3 to 4 years, we will remember the entire body, but we won't remember a Tony Ferguson end to his career. We won't remember an Anderson Silva end to his career. We won't remember one of those ends where we're like, my man.
You guys are talking like it's a foregone conclusion that he was going to lose. I don't think that's the case.
Win or lose, it's irrelevant whether he was going to win or lose. We just want to see him in one of those fights. And that's why I'm saying the fact that he didn't take them, we don't have a Tony Ferguson situation where you end up on a skid potentially, or whatever the case is. Even if he had won, it still means it just adds to that entire body of work. So look, I do feel shortchanged. I would have loved to have seen those fights, but if this was his best time to go, then, but he shouldn't have made us wait for so long, honestly. Like,
I actually don't think he wanted to retire.
I agree. There's something.
There's something. There's that. Usman says something about that, but I'm going to come to that. I want to get Adrian's take on what DC said. DC came out and literally lambasted Jon Jones and said he quit. He quit. He said you as a fighter, and you can speak to it professionally, when you get to a certain level in your career, you pass the torch down. You give that next man the next chance to maybe take the mantle. And he said Jones's sportsmanship did not extend Aspinall that torch. That, okay, if you're going to retire, give this young fighter, this young hungry fighter that's done everything, to give you no way. He's basically made himself mandatory for you to fight him, and he didn't. What do you think to what DC said there?
First of all, I think DC he really hates Jon Jones, so he's gonna lambaste the shit out of him for sure. But I have to, in a way, agree with what DC is saying. Like, you spoke up this game and got so much hype behind like having this fight happen and all of this, and then you just phone Dana one day and you're like, oh, I'm not doing it anymore. Like, I retire. Like, I would have loved to have seen Jon Jones have one more fight and be it again, Aspinall, cool, give the guy a chance to win the belt properly. But I would have liked to have seen him take his gloves off and put it down in the middle of the cage and have like an honorable send-off, as well, if he was thinking of retiring. But yeah, I mean, if you're going to talk the game, you might as well play it as well. It's not then you're just being like Conor McGregor that says he's going to fight all these guys, and then I'm coming back, and then you never do it, you know. So he blew up. I think he may have blown a lot of smoke up a lot of people, you know. But yeah, I would have liked to have seen Jon Jones fight Aspinall one more time. I think that's going to be one of the biggest what ifs in UFC history now as well. But yeah,
definitely right up there with Khabib
I just
Tony Ferguson.
I want to bounce back to the hater comment over here of the Tom ever got that fake title. Yeah, he did fight the dude he was originally supposed to fight. But if that was the only fight that he was ever going to do, why did they put Pav as the backup fighter? Why would they do that? He should have taken the fight against Pav, is what he should have done, as the man was rightfully the backup fighter. He didn't. Tom steps up on short notice to go against the boogeyman of the division at that time because Pav was absolutely starching everybody and went in there and starched him. Don't be a hater, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, look, we seen Tom. Like I said, Tom did everything to make himself mandatory. You know, for Jon Jones, and I feel a type of way about not seeing that fight because I did say a few months back, you know, that I think that fight was going to happen, and I was still even thinking maybe Jon Jones was going to take the fight, you know, and potentially, you know, win the fight. But like you said, it's going to be one of the biggest what ifs in UFC history. Sterling, let me come.
Oh, sorry, I was just letting me jump in real quick.
Yeah.
Let's go back to what you just said there. He did everything that he possibly could to have that fight against Jon. And let's go back to Murphy's comment of mental to think that Bidet is a ranked heavyweight and is there genuinely any exciting matchups for Tom? Feel like his career will be diminished by how soulless the heavyweight division is. Thoughts? So what you just said there, he did everything he could. He pretty much fought everybody he could, excluding Gan, to make sure that he could try and get that Jon Jones fight. Yet everybody uses the excuse of, well, who's he fought? He's just beat Cans. Is that his fault, or is it actually the way that the heavyweight division is?
And the only reason he didn't fight Gan is because Gan refused to fight him.
Yeah. There's that.
Go make a movie instead.
There's that.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Which is get in the bag. You get in the bag.
Which is a dope movie, by the way.
Yeah, you've got yeah, whatever, Frenchie, shut up. You know what I mean? Like,
but we do know if Aspinall fights Gun and that fight is anything, if it's competitive at all, people are gonna have, you know, stuff to say. Jon got him out of there in 2 minutes, and Aspinall had a competitive fight with him. So we know that's gonna happen too.
Yeah, it's forever going to be a comparison now of the what if.
I also hope that he does,
which I kind of like, to be honest.
I also hope he does have a competitive fight, because then it's like, well, what's he going to do if he ever gets to the 5-round mark? Like, what's his gas tank look like? What does this look like? Let's see it. You know what I mean? Let's get him in there against Almeida and let Almeida take him down, and let's see what he's going to do. You know what I mean? Like, the dude's got legit Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Almeida ain't going to be doing much. Yeah, we'll probably.
McDane, I got a question for you. Who's the most dangerous guy to Aspinall in the heavyweight division, in your opinion?
Right now?
Yeah.
Derek Lewis.
Jon Jones.
To be honest with you, I think a rematch with Pav could cause problems, because he did clip him, and Tom does get hit when he moves in. If Pav catches him correctly, it could be one of those puncher's chances. He's got
I wouldn't be surprised if Gan gives him some problems just on the stand up,
just from the kickboxing style.
I don't think so. 100%. I don't think so, because Tom's more well rounded. He'll just take him down. He's too good. He's too good in the stand up.
Like I said, if I go to the mind, it's a whole different ballgame.
I think he's also stronger too, like physically stronger. Like, so he just overtakes it.
But Sterling, I want to ask Sterling a question here. I mean, especially your take on what's going on with Jones. It's a two-part question.
Oh, just real quick. Sorry, just real quick. Oh, shout out to the chat. You guys are going nuts.
Shout out. All right, Sterling.
Wait, real quick.
You know they keep fucking up your question. They're doing this on purpose now. You can't tell what's going on. You know what I mean? They can't get up.
Long I've been waiting for this. I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Oh, yeah. Hey, so they keep looking at Jon Jones' retirement. A lot of the legends that's already passed through the UFC, the Anderson Silvas, the Khabibs, they're all wishing him well. And none of these guys seems to maybe have some kind of ill will with the way he parted the game, right? Do you think it's right the way you know what I mean, the way he's being congratulated right now with the case that's just been exposed. That's maybe part of the reason why he actually went into retirement, because we've not really talked about the case of him leaving that half naked woman in the car and legging it again like he always does. We're seeing a pattern here. Speak to that, my friend.
Wasn't that in February?
muted,
And
man.
it's just now coming up.
Muted.
Am I really?
No,
No,
you're
I'm not.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. Don't say that.
Oh,
No, I'm not. Are y'all for real?
Yeah, no,
That's
they're
why
messing with you, story. They're messing with you.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you
So-
right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. I was about to fucking rage.
Yeah.
I was about to
Don't launch the
flip
mic,
this
bro.
shit.
Don't launch the mic. Leave
Dude,
the mic
dude,
alone.
I
bro.
was about to fucking. I was about
I'm
to
fighting for
fucking
my
rage.
life over here tonight.
Facts, bro. Facts. Yeah. So I guess that incident was like in February, and it just now came back up recently. So maybe that's why he was holding it out a little bit, boys. But I think the real reason people are mad at Jon is because he kind of wasted. It's kind of like what Connor did to Chandler. He really kind of wasted a lot of. There's a lot of money he missed out on, boys. A lot of money he missed out on. A lot of extra fights he missed out on too. Like. I mean, he's gonna get compensated for it, maybe a little bit, but not nearly what he would have made if he at least fought twice a year. So, like, I don't know, man. So I think that's what people are more mad at him about. But boys, I don't think Jon's retiring. I think we see him back in like 8 to 10 months. I bet we see him back next year, and I bet Tom defends.
Let's talk about
and he
the case,
fights Tom.
Let's talk about the case. Like, how does this affect him coming back so soon? Like, because I heard the last time the judge done told him, if I see you back in my court again, you gonna be in all kind of trouble. The judge told him this the last time, saying to him, this is the last time, and I bet your bottom dollar the DA or whoever's in charge of that case is gonna make sure that case ends up in front of that judge.
Bruv. Trump is president. It's not happening.
Trump is president, but also here's the thing, y'all. He's kind of pissed Dana White off.
Trump don't got no power over state cases, bro. I know how America works. Sterling don't. I do.
Dana would usually help out on this, but
Trump
I think
can't
Jones
do nothing about state cases.
Bro, Jones got Dana looking so stupid right now. There's no help he got. Like, there's no support he's got no more. Like, Dana's taking so much heat because, I mean, how many times did Dana say he's going to make the fight happen for the last 2 years? I know everybody's shitting at the UFC and Dana more than they're shitting on Jon for just dipping. Like, I don't know, man. Do y'all think that they really had the fight made or not? Like, what do y'all think on that?
Still, and at the end of the day, like, none of us knows what actually went down.
Nah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's all just speculation at this point. It's any of our guesses. We don't know like what those conversations was like, what was going on.
Well,
and this is one of those
my guess
things.
is probably the most accurate. That's what.
To you, but we all know that's BS though.
Hey,
Murphy, you're
hey, the Usman's got
you're trolling me right now, Murphy.
Hey, bro, this is two
Murphy,
legendary comments
bro,
right here.
Hold on.
That's perfect.
Me right now.
Is that photo of Murphy and Ola?
I always wondered that.
He's a
Leroy, I swear to God, I've never wanted to bring it up, but I've always been like, is that Ola?
Nah, Ola's not that tall, bro.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I get high bullied. I'm getting trolled. I mean, this is what comes with the territory, people. This is what comes with the territory. But for me, Jon Jones has had a phenomenal career. I'm not really gonna take too much stock in his heavyweight career, but what he done at light heavyweight is absolutely phenomenal over the years that he did it in. I mean, winning so many fights. We know what it's like at light heavyweight division. Those guys are heavy-handed, and Jon Jones found a way to get through all these guys. Some a little bit techie, but he got the win. And that's what history is going to show. That he got the win. He won all those fights. He got all those title defenses. 14, 15 title defenses, something crazy, something wild like that. And you got to look at his body of work as a whole rather than what is done in the heavyweight division, because the heavyweight side of things is not.
But hang on, I don't know why you keep diminishing his heavyweight career.
I have to, and I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why. You asked the question. You said you don't know why I'm diminishing
brother.
it. And I want to tell you why. So for me, giving us Gan and Stipe
Dominated.
and taking away Francis and Tom Aspinall. Like, way up, brother. I feel shortchanged.
Damn,
When
that's
you
a
talk,
good
when we're
point.
talking about the heavyweight, when we're talking about the heavyweight
But
side
you
of things,
can't diminish his career
hold
because
on.
you feel
I'm not-
shortchanged.
I'm not diminishing.
That's
his
a good
career.
point as
I
well.
just said his heavyweight run. His heavyweight run is not as impressive to me. I'm just saying, I'm allowed to have that opinion, bro. It's not as impressive to me as what it could have been if we had saw Francis and Tom Aspinall to go with what he already got. I fuck with Jones. You know this, bro. Yeah, but I'm just saying to you what he served me at the heavyweight division. It's not up to par like that.
I know,
It's
man.
not
You're
up
coming
to
across
par.
like a hater.
And
You
the time he took
2-0, brother.
Oh, the time he took to get those fights as well. Like, I had to wait 3 years to see that motherfucker heavyweight. And I get Gang and fucking Stipe? Are you fucking joking me, bro?
But
Hey,
hold on. Hold on.
Greatest heavyweight of all time.
If
Go off,
one
Ola.
judge
Go off,
gives
brother.
one round to Gun beats Ngannou. So we gotta remember, bro. Like
Yeah,
that
but
that could have been totally
one knee,
different.
though.
But
One
we don't
knee.
know. That's the problem. We don't know. I feel shortchanged. I feel, you know, I feel robbed a little bit. I wanted to see them fights. I was still even talking about one of the episodes on Don't Stop Shakedown that could we even have a chance at a cross promotion where we could see Dana allow Jones to still fight Francis. Because I still feel like I want to see that fight. Because I had to wait 3 years for that. When Jones was feeling up to heavyweight.
Make that fight. They're gonna find the money with what they're doing.
In
And
3 years, I ain't never gonna get back, bro. I feel some type of way.
Ngannou,
Francis is done with MMA. Made too much money in boxing.
Yeah, that boy's
But in order to get the legacy and the money, he fights Jones, no question. I don't see why he wouldn't do that.
I mean, look, same
So
Francis
not
is
even
done
if
with
he-
MMA. If that Sheikh calls Francis and say, hey, Francis, I got something for you and Jones. You think Francis ain't fighting Jones? That Sheikh, that's the man with the purse.
There's
We're not
still
even
like
talking Dana. He's gonna slice Dana ring. He got
there's
that
still like
man
a
there
good
got that type of money.
where they could make this fight happen too, because heavyweight
This fight could
you
happen
can go,
in
you can
Riyadh.
go over 40 with heavyweights.
Wait, question. What do you guys think of how Dana announced it? Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have it like the way he did it was just like so
Yeah, that's
Jon
kind
Jones.
of what I asked crossing the run. The way it was announced, was absolute shite.
Trash.
It was rubbish, bro.
Does
You know
Dana
what I
know
mean?
something? That's why it was trash. Like, why was it so bad? Like, why was it so bad? Especially for something as coveted as the heavyweight title and the heavyweight title holder.
I don't know, man. Maybe Dana was pissed. Who
Yeah, he's
knows?
probably
He seemed pissed. Definitely seemed pissed.
Maybe Dana was
I
pissed.
posted on Twitter straight away saying there goes his ticket for his broadcasting deal. Because if he had that fight in his back pocket to sell to any kind of
that's a good
promotion or
point.
broadcaster, that would have been like, right, we'll give you whatever you want because that's going to bring in all the views. And
That would have been a way to break out of the pay-per-view model with that fight.
Yeah, because Connor's not coming back. So that was our only big fight.
If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget we do our Don't Stop Shakedown every Wednesday, 9 p.m. UK time. Don't miss it.